ShaggyTV for the Coast to Coast Sim Sport Coastal Crown 75 lap event here at the dirt track in Charlotte. And man, I'm telling you what, back you watch a lot of my broadcasts, you know, I got to try to hype it up, but my jaw's on the floor, man. This is the best. This really is. This is the best of the best. Drop. I mean, average I rating in here, I want to say is close to 7,000. Pretty unbelievable here what we got on the dock. Right now, Connor New at the top of the charts here. Let's take a look at this ride. Coming around in the 10 machine tonight. Bring that up for everybody. The man out of Gilbert, West Virginia, Ethan Johnson right now, P2. He's supposed to be tracking in that. Yeah, that is an 11. Okay, I was blind going down the back stretch. That's a good looking 11 too there for Johnson. Mason Cassidy right now in this room. He's in the 17 machine. That pool blue thing looking good. Matchula say speed shop on the side. Let's see what other rooms are looking like. Well, this room's pretty quiet here. Matthew Selby out there on the racetrack. Ian Lindell, or maybe Lindell. My apologies, fellas, if I'm getting these last names wrong. You're welcome, you know. Spam me with a message. Let me know what I'm doing. Dylan Hauser out here in the 42 machine. We're going to pretend there's a 4 in front of that tonight. Cooper Reed right up the road there. What we have listed as a 44, going to be a 17. Now, like I say, you know, bear with me here. That's why I'm trying to scan through people. Take a look at what these paint jobs look like, because I'm going to want to cheat, look at the screen, look for a 17. It's not going to be there. It's going to be a 44 as we see the 96 Ryder English. Let's hop over to another room here. No, Dalton's actually, he's in this room. He's just sitting on pit road. Guy I am familiar with here in the 18 machine. That's Gas Money, Brandon Geiswhite. Let me know out there in the chat too. I'm kind of adjusting. I do UMPs every now and then, but definitely a different volume. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not yelling over it too much. Just let me know there if there's anything I need to adjust. Plenty of time to play with it here before we go into qualifying. As you see, 12 minutes up there, we will let it run out. I kind of wanted the guys to give me a little play time here. Like Augustine there in the 9 machine is, well, gets a little camera shy, pulls into the inside. Dustin Price doing the same thing. Logan Rumsey pulling out on the racetrack here. Let's ride along here with Logan for a lap. Let's see. The track shouldn't have aged too much. Let's see what it looks like here. Just trying to get as high on that berm as he can on the entry to 1. Really trying to widen up this racetrack. That is not easy to do, man. I guess that's why, you know, I'm sitting at around 2,400 I rating. I believe these guys were laughing at, man. That's a skill unto itself. Just that comfortable getting up next to the wall. That's going to help Logan here as we go throughout the night. Robbie Buchanan here, driving around in the 31. We've got him as the 40 here tonight. Oh, he's going to try to weave his way on through. Nowhere to go. There's the... Not a SpongeBob machine. From Colton Jordan, it was the Dade City, Florida man who races go-karts, apparently, here. Mr. Krabs on the hood. That left front don't seem too healthy. He's driving it around. He may have clipped the tire 1 or 2 times. He's finally going to pull it off the racetrack. Chance slides more, goes around the outside here. And really seeing this track start to develop a shine there, you know, on corner entry here. This is, drop this down. This is coming off the 2. So the track looks pretty good over here. Not too bad. As we go over into 1, that's where you'll see starting to slicken up a little bit on corner entry, and that's why you're seeing a lot of the guys drop this away. Just go right up against that outside wall, trying to really burn it all down. And I think, truthfully, I mean, like I say, I'm not on their level, but speaking from my experience, if you want to have the cream rise to the top there, you go out here, you really beat up the race. The guys who have no throttle control, they're going to kind of sink to the bottom of the ocean. Take long to separate, I wouldn't think. Oh, there's a guy, Great Carter. He's sitting on pit road. A little scrappy do there. I don't know if he's going to be in a Scooby-Doo inspired any nicknames, man. I love those. Let me know. We'll try to use them as much as we can. Sean Grimes pulling out on the racetrack. He was my boss a couple seasons ago. Called a series for Sean Grimes, and I believe Tyler Knopf, yeah, he's also registered in here. Some good guys. Anxious to see what they can do out here on the racetrack. K-Dub out here in the 48. Kevin Walker. Calvert County, Maryland. Okay. Not too far away. I'm from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, so I'm right on that southern border. You know, real close to Lincoln Speedway, the Williams Grove Speedway. That's the goal here for your boy Shaggy one day. Hadley Boyce crossing the start line in the 727. You currently have, you'll see 48 people scrolling around on your tick. On the spot here, man. Let's see. Track's a little beat up. Let's see what your first laps are like here. Pulling out. I mean, he's a little late to the party. We'll see what he's got there. And you can see a little sideways on the entry, but no big deal. Sets himself up for a good exit. Now let's see what he's got. Maybe he'd like to be a little straighter through the center of the corner, as you see there. Ooh, gets in the outside wall. And well, that was rude of me to do to you, Mason, because I'm telling you, I would have wrecked coming out of the pits, coming out this late. Sorry to put you on the spot there, right there, as we got Dalton DeWord out here. I always get confused between these two. I believe Dylan is the junior and Dalton's the little brother. Two awesome an awesome set of drivers there, the DeWert boys. Always put on a good show. Only see the one here, though, this evening. Stephen Gaines battling around with Sean Grimes there in the 74. Not much on one, though. Going to cut to the inside. Well, hey, I told you. I thought we'd go this whole time. Doesn't look like it. We're advancing. They like the state the track's in. We're going to get ready to go play in qualifying. Now, this is not going to be easy, but I try not to play favorites here. They're all going out on the racetrack at the same dang time. So whoever I see pop up on this thing first will get the love. And it looks like it's Dylan Gibbs. No, truthfully, hang on. Chase Barbara a little further up the road. There you can see that by that purple sector. Quickest time. Now, lap's not going to count. Rolling through 3 and 4. Now he's going to get that green flag. And this is going to be the first lap, so it's going to be tough here. 50-some drivers qualifying. Keep an eye on that bottom of your screen. Purple's quickest sector out of anybody. Green's personal best. Chase clipped that tire. He's going to have to call it quits. He pulls it in. So let's ride around with Sean Grimes here as we watch Dylan Gibbs put in quick time in the 16:07. Don't hold your breath. It's going to be a wild ride. Keep an eye. Gas Money now to the top of the charts in the 18. Brandon Geiswhite got the W Energy 18 looking good here for lap number 1. Sean Grimes coming in P3 here is... So far, 5 guys have completed a lap. Now, remember, iRacing's changed a little bit, man. You can spy. You can watch your driver's qualifying times who you're going against. We may see some gamesmanship going as Jordan Casey jumps to the top of the charts in the 99 machine. Anthony Thompson now to the P3, but I warned you about DeWert Dalton, top of the charts. Only doing 1 lap here, going to go in for the reset. That's going to be a strategy I didn't even think to say. You have a good first lap, they get 3, they'll pull in. Jordan Casey doing the same thing here in the 99. So what they'll do is they'll come out now, and now they have 1 final sprint here. Let's watch Jordan Casey, currently the man P2. Can he get that 99 up 1 more spot? Jordan Casey now falling down the charts because Connor New goes to quick time in the 10 machine with a 15.78. Connor New not messing around here at Charlotte, puts it at the top. Jordan Casey does improve, jumps up to 6, or was 5th, but Ethan Johnson knocks him down a peg as he parks it in the top 3. More lap time still coming. Ryan Hodge puts it in the top 10. See if we can find somebody else on their out lap here. Ryder English. This may be the first lap that counts here. Yeah, there we go. We got one. Got one on the hook here. Let's see what Ryder can do here in the 96 machine. Goes to the bottom through 3 and 4. Straightens up a little early. Has to get back into it to rotate it. Clips the wall. Going to lose this lap and the next one. Man, commentators curse. You do not want me to watch your lap time here tonight as JC Floyd. Let's see if we can change that around. JC rolling the top through 1 and 2. Going to slide through 3. Doesn't keep it on the bottom. Floats up. Keeps it straight. Loses a little bit there, but looked like a good lap, but not as good as his previous there. Going to stay P9. JC Floyd should be pretty happy with that, you know. Maybe would like to be a little higher up, but still pretty dang good lap there for JC as we see Mason Cassidy coming around here down the backstretch. Going to run the high side through 3 and 4. Final time for Mason. Yellow, not going to do it. Mason Cassidy going to stay P2, and Connor New came back out for 1 more at the end there with a 15.78. Goes a little quicker. It was, I believe, a 7.86 before, and well, I'm not getting the 3rd now, but he improves a little bit there on that final time. Now he's just going to go out to see what the track's like. I mean, Connor doing the hard work here. 9 guys, okay, going to advance from each heat race. So, I mean, you know, if he can keep that nose clean, you got to think starting up front for heat race number 1. I mean, that's prime, finishing the top 9, you'd think. You never know, though. From what I understand, it's 2 heat races. So we should, what did we say, 50? I can't remember if we said 50 or 54 guys. So divide it by 2 there. You do the math. I'm the broadcaster. That's how many we'll have in each heat, taking 9. And then from there, we'll have 2 consolation races where we're going to be taking 2 apiece. No, 3 apiece. 9, we're getting to 24. 3 apiece, I think. Okay. See? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But one of these days we'll have it down. Let's take a look here at the starting grid. We got a ways to go, man. 27 drivers. I got to roll. Aaron Bullens rounds out the field. Row 13 to the high side. Colin Nasace to the inside. The 44 of Cooper Reed. Row 12 to the outside, Jordan Moore to the inside, Jeff Bowser Jr. Row 11 to the top shelf, the 007, Sam Bachman to the inside, Kevin Walker. Ahead here. Do that one more time. We got our pages wrong. My apologies. Chance Sizemore to the top shelf of row 10 to the inside, the 117 of Dee's Price. Row 9 to the outside, Dylan Gibbs to the inside, Carson Jenkins. Row 8 to the outside, Hadley Boyce to the inside, Michael Clark. Row 7 to the top shelf, Hayden George to the inside, Frankie Thompson. Row 6 to the outside, Colton Jordan to the inside, Stephen Gaines III. Row 5 to the top shelf, Jesse Newsom to the inside, Ian Lindell. Row 4 to the outside, Scrappy-Doo Braden Carter to the inside, Desmond Busby. Row 3 to the outside, Robbie Buchanan Jr. to the inside, J.C. Floyd. Row 2 to the top shelf, Jordan Casey to the inside, Ethan Johnson. Row 1 for heat race number 1, top 9 in the show to the outside, the 23 of Chase Barbara to the inside, starting on the pole, your quick time, the 10 of Connor New. Let's see here. Sometimes SDK doesn't like all these guys in here, so that's why it looks double stacked. Give it a second here, refresh. There we go. We're back and ready to play. Connor New, man, it's on him, I'd imagine, from what I understand. I don't know if it's start of the race is on green, but most of these go, you know, leader's choice. You get rewarded for getting the pole. I would kind of hope it rolls that way as the pace truck rolls around one more time. So got a couple laps here, or a lap or two, you know. Shake the heebie-jeebies out, get ready to play. A couple guys blinking a little bit. Not the end of the world. Just hope, you know, they're back and ready here by the time it's we're going down the backstretch on lap 1. We expected a little bit under caution. For some reason, iRacing just doesn't like that. Plays around a little bit. Pace truck dives off here. We're going to roll down the backstretch for the final time. And Connor New going to set to bring us to the green flag. 25 laps to punch your ticket to tonight's 75-lap feature. We're underway. 25 to play here in heat race 1. Connor New with a good jump here. Let's drop back. You see it kind of double here, but let's check a battle here for that bottom spot here. Braden Carter right now, P9. He's on the top shelf. He gets bumped back to P10, loses one on the outside. Looking in is Stephen Gaines, but we got a battle for the lead. Barbara with a slide job. Connor cuts back underneath. And this is allowing the boys in third and fourth here to start wrestling these guys in as we roll off into 1. Who's going to win the battle off of 2? The answer is going to be Chase Barbara, but man, they're getting physical there in the center of the corner. Connor's going to fall back to third. Maybe fourth here is Jordan Casey coming out of nowhere on the top shelf. Robbie Buchanan up here in the mix. We got him listed as the 40. You see there, though, the 31. You know, sixth place, you're feeling pretty comfortable, but not when you're in the middle of a three-wide sandwich. 55 there, checks up and out, and I believe that's supposed to be the 7 of Ian Lindell. He still finds himself in a transfer spot. It's Stephen Gaines in P9, that final guy in. Jesse Newsom in the 8 machine. Right now, he's on the outside looking in as we get our first caution here of the night. Looking like Hadley Boyce may be involved in something here. Let's take a look. Hadley in that 727. You can see it looked like it was already bouncing. Like maybe something on that was already broke. Couldn't tell there, though. It's a little bit of contact at the 117. 117 could go nowhere. Then goes up over the nose. Hadley loops around, and that's how we get our first caution of the night here for the Coastal Crown 75. Is kind of expected, man. You know, guys got to get the gloves off. You're trying to get your way into the show. You can't get up into the top 9. You at least got to, you know, I think, oh, man, get yourself in the top 15, you know, to really stand a chance in the B main. Track's going to slicken off, going to get even that more difficult to pass. So you don't want to dig yourself in the ditch. To give yourself a chance to do this thing, and Chase Barbara doing exactly that. Started second, took advantage of a slide job there in 1 and 2 on lap 2, and just never really let off. Connor, he lost 2 spots. He's still hanging out. It's a good spot for Connor to be. This is what we'll do some more Shaggy math here. It's, you know, you finished third, heat race number 1, 2 heat races. Let's see. It's going to be a P5 starting spot, I believe, for the feature if he can stay here. That's going to be the goal. It's Chase Barbara. Can he hold on as we get back ready to play? We drive down the backstretch for the final time. Chase going to be set to drop that hammer anytime here in the middle of 3 and 4. Goes a little early. I like it. Chase with a good jump. Going to let the boys behind him wrestle. And look at him coming across the line. 3 wide. Here is Ethan Johnson trying to make that 11 machine move. Ethan's hooking up here. Not going to give the Tana Connor New much room to float up. But they're 3, almost 4 wide behind. The 82 machine of Desmond Busby. He's working his way up, and Stephen Gaines up 3 spots here. He didn't like staying in P9. Going to get himself 1 spot here, a little bit of a cushion. And Jesse Newsom, welcome to the top 9. No, Newsom goes high. He gets shoved out. He's got to check up. 3 and 4, and we've got our second caution. Saw it happen at the top of the screen. Couldn't tell what happened there to, well, we see a 17 listed as the 8 of Newsom. But keep your eye on that blue machine. So he enters in the middle, 3 wide. Maybe the 22 didn't know. I mean, but he still does a decent job. Well, there he starts to float up a little bit, tightens up maybe after the original contact. And Newsom, you can see that left front just bouncing up and down. Looked like it was broke. Nothing he could do, hard into the wall. And going to lead us to our second caution here of heat race number 1 is, let's take a look. Colton Jordan, man, he's got that SpongeBob machine up in the final transfer spot at the moment. Braden Carter, been a rough heat race 1 for him. All the way back to, I believe, 16th as it's starting to roll through. Not the night Scrappy wanted here, but plenty of time here. Sure, he's got the shovel with him. He can dig himself out of it. I've seen him do it. We're still pacing around here, not ready to go back quite yet here. So we'll see if we see that yellow flag, or I mean the lights click off here on the pace truck. They do. Gonna get ready to go back this time. You'll see the drivers start to double up. Should have 14 laps to go here. We come back underway. See how early he goes this time. Can we catch Chase dropping that hammer over here? Yes, we can. He turns her down the hill. We're back underway. Green flag high, ready to fly. Not a lot of time if you're on the outside looking in. Let's watch that battle here. Is Colton Jordan at 12 machine. He's holding on to that 9th and final spot. But Jordan Casey up high, trying to get it done here. What can he do off of 4? The answer's nothing. Jordan Casey stuck in the dirt there. Now the 116 gonna lose one here as well. That's Frankie Thompson. And oh, the 99 thought about a slide job. They're gonna bunch up, nowhere to go. 12 in the wall, they're stacking. Oh, we're gonna need to re-rack them here. Big caution here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Oh boy, oh boy. I think we had, well, we kind of watched that kick off, but I truly think we had 3 different wrecks here. Let's kind of go to the starter cam. We'll get to see what happens. We're not going to know exact car numbers, but you can see that white with the orange number. There's bad net code. Okay, we're going to rewind that right there. We'll see if we can stop that at that point. But you can see, look at the gap here between, let's see how many cars back that is. The 7th and 8th cars back there. You can see they're 3 wide. iRacing is going to think they made contact. So that's kind of what sparks this off. Now, would they have made contact? Possibly, but maybe not. You know, I mean, yeah, okay, they probably would have. He keeps coming up the racetrack. But, you know, I mean, that's what kicks this off. And then you can just see it's just people trying to avoid from here on out. Just guys shooting low, trying to miss. And it just leads to a big one here at Charlotte. And if you're in the tail end here of the field, that's what you need. I mean, it gives you a chance to go up here and get in this thing. Like a guy like, you know, no offense here. I hope it, I don't know you, K-Dub. But Kevin Walker, man, he started 21st. We do a little bit of math, up 11 spots. I mean, up to 10th right now. So that's a guy you got to keep your eye on. And I mean, some of these wrecks, maybe just, you know, the guys are in transfer spots, just being a little impatient, but it can reward those guys back at the back who just, you know, lick the paws, take their time, let it come to them. There's 2 different ways to skin a cat, as they say, as the green flag waves. We're back underway. 11 laps to play here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Barber ripping that bottom. Is Ethan Johnson trying to build up momentum here? Maybe going to look for a cross under. No, he stays in line, gets a little contact there from the 10 of Connor New. He tightens up. He's on the outside. 4 wide. Going to fall back and forth. Ethan Johnson. Man, now he's in the outside wall. Oh, what could have been for Ethan Johnson? It was a great heat race running up there, P2. Ethan Johnson finds himself in P8, and he has got to get on the loud pedal here. He's got to defend. 9 laps to go. Ethan stuck in the middle. Oh, the 55 there with a little bit of a slide job. That's Kevin Walker. You got him listed as the 48, but advantage 11 of Ethan Johnson. And Ethan right back to the bottom, gets that one back, looking for 1, maybe 2 more here. Going to slide up through 3 and 4. Can't get in front of the 12 and Colton Jordan. He's starting to get a little bit of cushion back under that belt. Here is Ethan Johnson. Man, he's going to be kicking himself for getting in the wall there. I mean, just a little bit of contact between him and the 10. And boy, it really went downhill as the front 2 now trying to walk away. Connor New got to play nice now. Doesn't want to get anyone else involved. And we want this thing to stay green here. Don't tell him that. He's going to take a look here. He wants to start on the pole tonight for the 75-lap feature. And as he throws a slide job, 4th caution of the heat race here. Couldn't tell who this one was. Possibly Steven Gaines. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. I'm not too sure. This was. I have a couple alerts here on this lap. So. Oh yeah. See, it was already going by the time Steven was there. That's what I was worried about. So let's see here. Maybe it kicks off with Jordan Casey. It does. He gets in the outside wall. In the 12. Oh, he tried to go under, but Casey comes back down. Oh, man. In the 12, hard in the wall. Casey then gets T-bone. Barrel rolls. Holy. Let's ride along here. Jordan Casey. Let's see. Can we get there? Yes, we can. Lands on all fours, so we'll be able to, you know, possibly go in there and get a quick repair if they have one, but, you know, not the kind of ride you want to take here, that's for sure. Man, it is allowing guys who aren't going to really have a chance in this one, you know. Started in the back, Sam Bachman, the Sam Akonda. On the outside looking in as the green flag waves. We're back and ready to play. 5-lap shootout. A single file restart, that'll really shake it up. Here's Sam. Actually, he was in that final transfer spot. Hadley Boyce running around P10. Can he get to the rear end of the 007 as we see a slide job behind? That's Michael Clark in the 13. Michael Clark trying to get that UDTV 13. Oh, he gets in the outside wall, and now he's just going to have to fight to hold on here for a good Consi starting spot. As you see Cooper Reed going 2 for 1, found a discount through 3 and 4. And man, Michael Clark, he is having his hands full. He's duking it out, trying to hold on to a decent spot. But we're running out of time. Here is Connor New, crosses the stripe side by side with Chase Barbara. They're duking it out. Here comes Robbie Buchanan, making it a 3-way here at the dirt track at Charlotte. White flag set the way. We've got one to play. Chase gonna look to the bottom here. What can he do? They're side by side. Are they gonna rub? Are they gonna touch? Final time through 3 and 4. Chase with a big slide job. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Chase Barbara. Connor New, P2. Robbie Buchanan, 3rd. Chase Floyd, 4th. Ethan Johnson, 5th. Ian Lindell, 6th. K-Dub, 7th. Scrappy Doo, 8th. And the Sam Akonda, your 9th and final transfer spot here for heat race number 1. We're getting ready to take a look here. Let's bring it up. Let's see here. I'll do a little math this time. So we got 14 rows. Why don't we just type that in here? Oh, man, it worked this time. What do you know? Rounding out the field, Dylan Hauser in that 42 machine, row 13 to the top shelf. Grayson Young to the inside, Mason Hardesty. Row 12 to the outside, Chase Copeland to the inside, John Lushin. Row 11 to the outside, Ethan Stuckwish to the inside, Tyler Knopf. Row 20, only jumped me one there. Sean Grimes Jr. to the top shelf to the inside, Brody Barbara. Let's see, does it do the right one? There we go. Row 9 to the top shelf, Riley Hutchinson to the inside, Anthony Thompson. Row 8 to the outside, the Ant-Man Anthony Morano to the inside, Gas Money Brandon Geiswhite. Row 7, the Diesel Jones to the top shelf to the inside, Jackson Reitzler. Row 6 to the top shelf, Ryder English in the basement, the 17 of Mason Cassidy. Row 5 to the outside, Dustin Price to the inside, the 747 of Tyson Banks. Row 4 to the outside, Matthew Selby to his inside, Sean Smith. Row 3 to the outside, Ryan Hodge to the inside, Brady Thompson. Row 2 to the top shelf, Dalton DeWert to the inside, Colton Herbert. Row 1 for heat race number 2, top 9 transfer winner starts on the outside of the front row for tonight's feature. To the outside, the 25 of Logan Rumsey, and starting on the pole, the 19 of Mike Augustine. We get ready to roll here. My apologies. Let me do one quick reset here. We'll get that looking a little nicer for you. Hopefully we can get it looking a little nicer for me because I don't know these guys here. It's the green flag set away. We're underway. Heat race number 2, 25 laps away. Good jump there for your leader, Mike Augustine. As he's able to clear Rumsey. Rumsey going to have to maybe try and drive down that hill, or maybe he'll just reel in the fishing rod here for a couple laps. Not worried. Plenty of time to play as Dalton DeWert with a sketchy restart. Starting fourth back to 7. That 47 machine, he's going to have to recover here as that 39 gets in the wall in front of him. He tries to check up. We're wrecking. We're stacking up down the backstretch. Caution for the first time. And I believe it started with that 39 of Colton Herbert getting in the outside wall. It's not going to tell me, that it was Colton, but we could see it happen. So it wasn't bad enough to grab. You can see he's running around P3 all by himself. And man, the monster just reaches out, grabs him, sucks him right in. He comes down the racetrack. Dalton trying to check up. The guys behind him didn't get the memo here, and we've got a big one. You see Blackjack there go around. The Ant-Man in the 32, he's getting involved a little bit. And man, definitely not what you want here to kick off the night. But, I guess if you are going to have any bad luck, I take it back. You want it to happen there early. I mean, obviously, you want none at all. But it's going to happen to you. Let it happen early. You can rub it off here. Put some dirt on it, as they say. Get back and go back at it here with a fresh race car. As we watch him enter turn 3 here. Should be getting the 1 to go. I'd imagine this time by. Actually, we'll set here. The starter cam, I don't get to see the pace lights long enough to see if they went off. And there we go. They're off. Drivers are doubling up here. And Mike Augustine set to bring us to the green flag here. That's Logan Rumsey on the outside. Let's see. We've seen some early ones tonight. I don't care. I like it. More racing for me. Let's see how early Augustine goes as we roll into 3. He's waiting. He drops the hammer. We're back underway. 22 to play as we cross the stripe here. Let's keep an eye on that battle for P9. Tyson Banks holding on to it right now in that 747, but you can see the 17 of Mason Cassidy sawing on that wheel, working hard. He's in the middle 3, almost 4, 5. As man, if you see room out there, you gotta use it. Ryder English living by it, going down on the bottom, trying to shop. Can't find any discounts down there though. He's got to float up coming down the backstretch, and that allows guys like Mason Cassidy to really pinch him down if they want to. You're kind of at bay on that guy on the high side. Gas Money trying to weave that 18 up through the field. What can Geiswhite do here in the 18? Let's check out what's going on up here. Right now, it looks pretty simple. They're behaving up front, the front 2, but now it starts to get a little messy. They're mixing it up. They were 3 wide through 1 and 2. We're watching Matt Selby. We see a 46 listed as a 34. Trying to make it 3 wide. He's sitting P7, not that comfortable. Oh, especially when we got slide jobs like that. Oh, don't feeling it, man. He's got a bullseye on that 47 tonight. Is Jackson Reitzler with a big slide job. And man, there was somebody home. But Dalton playing nice here. Long way to go, 18 laps. And that's where you see it as we click off Dalton. maybe a little smirk on his face. There's Jackson gets in the outside wall. Dalton gets him back. A little bit of a steep slider. The 539 having to check up. But man, not much Dalton could have done there. He had to know it was coming back. But can he get both here? Gas Money slides up in the 18. Dalton with a slide job through 3. The 39 machine of Colton Herbert rocking the bottom. And all this, man, this is for that final transfer spot. Colton Herbert's got it at the moment, but Dalton cutting back underneath. And we are slicing and dicing. This is the best battle on the racetrack. Dalton trying to get that thing high and wide, but here comes Colton. Yellow flag waves, yellow flag waves one more time. Second caution for heat race number 2. I'm seeing Riley Hutchinson involved. Not sure if this is the caution. Have to see Riley Hutchinson there in that 2 machine. Sean Grimes, the 21 at the bubblegum machine, little bit of contact. And man, not too sure there what happened, but I'm sure maybe Riley was late on the electric bill, or owed him a stick of gum. But he felt it hard into the wall through 3 and 4, and man, Riley, not the way you want to come to a rest here in heat race number 2. Plenty of time here. We got 2 consolation races, taking 24. So that's 3 in each, I believe. I was even told an hour ago. I'm not ashamed to admit that, but I heard that. Is the pace truck still out there? We'll go back to the normal camera. That's just my cheating pace truck camera. As SDK, my software, it would be cool if they gave me the pace car. I'd like to maybe ride off the bumper of the pace car. I can't actually select it. I'm bringing up the iracing screen. We don't want that. So we roll around. We'll have 14 laps to go when we take the green flag. Not so much here, obviously, 25 lap heats. There is, I would imagine, a little bit of tire management. But when we go out, man, we come out here in the big boy, 75 laps, you're going to see a lot of different run plans. A lot of guys doing tire management early. Some guys going too hard. As Rumsey drops the hammer. He was the leader at the line. We're back underway. Mike Augustine now feeling the pressure here for P2. Is Brady Thompson, ripping the bottom. And now the 45 of Sean Smith. He's up into the picture. Where'd this 45 come from? Up 4 spots, starting 7. Great run for that 45 as we go back and watch the battle for the final transfer spot one more time. Colton Herbert, now Tyson Banks in that final spot. As Mason Cassidy shoved to the outside there in the 17 machine. He is going high, wide, and handsome. A little bit of contact underneath. Couldn't tell who that was there. Is that Matt? Is that a car a lap down? Not getting a number on the side of that. No, that's Ryan Hodge in the 15. And now he's almost in the middle, 3 wide here. He's on the bottom, 3 wide. Man, these guys are mixing it up. Ryan was up there comfortably. But a little bit of a sloppy 1 and 2 a couple laps ago. Now he's chomping with the Sharks as Tyson Banks trying to counter underneath. He got 1. Can he get 2? Little bit of contact behind, and Dalton to work. Remember, he was sitting at 9th spot at one place in time. Dalton, man, oh man, well, actually sitting 4th, starting 4th. This has been a rough night here for the 47, bouncing around. He's got 3 wide in front. He's in the middle, 3 wide. Now 4 wide. There's Ryan Hodge up in the wall. No caution flag. We continue. Colton Herbert to the outside, trying to hold on to that 9th and final transfer spot. They're beating down the wall behind him. Here comes Gas Money in the 18, ripping the outside. He's got Dalton to work, taking a peek underneath him. Gas Money gets a little unsettled here, but Chase Copeland, oh, he turned up the wick, man. Here he comes. Chase Copeland started 24th up to 10th. Can Copeland get that thing into the final transfer spot? He needs one more. They're side by side in front. He wants to make it 3. He's going to the bottom through 1-6 laps to go. Chase Copeland inches ahead, but not for long. Ethan fights back there in the center. Little slideways on the entry, but he gets it all back out of 4, 5 to play. And Ethan trying to have it his way. Needs to make the middle work. Can he do it here? And Colton Herbert, man, he is just living on a prayer up there on that top shelf. Just got that thing humming. Using every bit of that right rear tire. Oh, he gets in the outside wall. Not going to hurt him bad. And with 4 to go, should be okay here is Chase Copeland. Oh, man, we saw a big one behind Jackson Reitzel with a big slide knock. Oh, I thought we were going to see some contact. He is trying to drive that thing back up into the race here. Started 9th, falling way back after a couple times with contact. Well, we're running out of time here in the race, and he's in the wall. He's not going to be able to make up this time now. Going to be too much here as your leader rolls into 3. He's ready to see that white flag wave. Logan Rumsey, 1 more lap to go. Logan started 2nd, hung out there for a while, but boy, when he had his shot, he went for it, and he took it. He's going to start on the outside. Front row for tonight's 75 lap main event. Sean Smith, Mike Augustine, Brady Thompson, Matt Selby, Mason Cassidy, Tyson Banks, Colton Herbert, and Ethan Stuck, which edges out Chase Copeland for the 9th and final transfer spot. Whew. Good one so far. Good one so far as we get ready here for our consolation. 16 drivers. In this one, 16 drivers set to take the grid. We're only taking 3 to the 75-lap main event. Let's take a look. Row 8 to the outside, Dylan Gibbs. To the inside, Jesse Newsom. Row 7 to the outside, Carson Jenkins. To the inside, Stephen Gaines. Row 6 to the outside, Dees Price. To the inside, Michael Clark. Row 5 to the outside, Chance Sizemore. To the inside, Jordan Casey. Row 4 to the outside, Jordan Moore. To the inside, the 7 of Colton Jordan. Row 3 to the top shelf, Frankie Thompson. To the inside, Desmond Busby. Row 2 to the outside, Hayden George. To the inside, Cooper Reed. Row 1 for your first consolation of the evening. Top 3 transfer to your main event. To the outside, Jeff Bowser Jr. To the inside, Hadley Boyce. Got 2 wonders from down under here. I believe 2 Australia. This race, maybe New Zealand. No, I'm terrible. Go with Australia. They're going to go with my gut. It's actually going to be Hadley, Cooper Reed here. So guys working on the inside, do they work together? Advantage of that. It's not a lot of time here to get it done. You see, we're going to have 12 laps. So if, man, if you're back there, you're actually missing some guys. Only 12 making the call. 12 guys making the call. So 9 going to go home. 3 going to get to continue here. I got confused on where we were. We're rolling into turn 1. Now we're going to watch that pace truck dive off. I got a little bit ahead of myself here. Roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. The green flag set to wave. Top 3 to the show. Green flag high. It's ready to fly. Good jump for Hadley Boyce. He's trying to bring his friend along with him. Cooper Reed to the bottom here. He's on the inside, almost 4 wide. The 82, got to check up. That's Desmond Busby. Smart move. Live the race another day here. You get involved in an accident, you go to the back. That's it, man. Tough, you know what? It's over. You ain't going to get back to the front. So you got to maybe take a little bigger bite off that apple than you want to, hit the brakes, and now you see Desmond where you want to be in that third final transfer spot. As we've got plenty of time here, 10 to play. Oh, man, we're 3 wide. Let's watch him go through 2 here. This man, oh boy, I mean, these cars so evenly matched right now. If you're out there, you're fighting for every inch. You got to be perfect from that throttle, and Michael Clark trying to do just that. He's up 4 spots already, up to 7th, but he needs to get 4 more. Not a lot of time. Can Michael Clark dance that 13 up into this final transfer spot? Not going to be easy when he's got the 117 of D's Price. Knocking on the outside, but he gets into the wall. He's going to fall back to the tail end here. Not what he wanted to do. It's Stephen Gaines now got that thing rolling, but this is the story. Top 3 in the show, and they're racing 3 wide. Oh, like somebody stole their mama's purse here. They do not care. They are going at it. And I mean, man, oh man. If you're Hadley boys just saying, boys, settle down. Just run double ball behind me. We don't need to do this. But man, oh man, Desmond, he's got different plans in that 82. He wants to get out front, wants to keep that nose clean. Says Shaggy, that's exactly what I mean. Rolls the top through 3 and 4. We may have a new leader at the line. No, we're side by side. But he is there, man. He is as close as he's been all night. Oh, wild ride there for the 13. Michael Clark hard into the outside wall. We finally get a caution flag. But Michael Clark, boy, oh boy, let's see here. So it starts back there, okay. Little bit of contact, and you can see the left front, yeah, doesn't turn. So he just kind of just Hail Marys it in there rather than just drive it up in the wall, possibly bounce out, in front of someone. Just finish it off all at once. I get it. Been there. Definitely some frustration for the 13 of Michael Clark. But what that does is that restacks the field here, and I see Logan out there watching. What's going on, Logan? But yeah, man, this restacks the field for everyone out there. Sorry, Logan there, that comment. That's my golf buddy, man. He has nothing to do with racing. That is the man who carries me in scramble tournaments. You need one of those guys. One of those guys is just going to hit the ball consistently while you're top 40 yards with your 5-iron, wanting to snap it in half. That happens to you sometimes. You need a Logan there to make sure, in your scramble that he's going to carry the weight. I'm the putter. I'm the big guy. I'm the anchor. Get to the green. Should see these lights maybe click off here. See? Yes. Okay. That's why I go to this camera. All right. Kind of see him click off there at the end. Because we're within 10 to go, as you see, single file of them go on dirt. Desmond Busby. Excuse me, Hayden George, because for some reason it's got Jesse as the leader. Hayden George going to be pretty happy with that, I would think. You don't want to be stuck there on the bottom, row 2. Double file restart, but we bring in the pace truck back out. Not going to go back and play just yet. Oh, my little brother's out there watching too. Look at that. See, he's lame though, and you know what's really funny about my little brother, and I have no problem saying this here because I just actually updated my information, but Michael Clark was nice enough to offer me trading paints, and I looked, and Andrew Chapman's been paying my trading paints for 3 years. As the green flag waves back, ready to play. 2-lap shootout here, or 3-lap, excuse me. As we sit still here at the dirt track in Charlotte, but not a lot of time. Cooper tried to take a peek on the bottom, but man, lost a lot of ground. And now Bowser to the outside, but at some point they got to work together to get back to that man in third, because that's where they need to be. Fourth pays nothing. Fourth ain't going to get you in the show. You need to be up here duking it out with these two. as Desmond Busby working the bottom. Hayden George working the outside. We're set to come to the white flag here. 1 lap to go at the dirt track in Charlotte. Let's watch them come off at 2 here. Is George up top. They've got a good gap, man. This is just where you got to play nice. Final time through 3 and 4, and we're looking at our transfers. Hadley Boyce wins your first B main. Desmond Busby second, and Hayden George rounds out your final transfers. You see him wrecking there across the line. Tough luck for some of the boys, but man, you knew looking at this field tonight, there was a chance you were going home. Nobody wants it to be you. You know, but man, I've told you, there's some ridiculous I ratings in here. I mean, some championship license. So you get in a room with some people like that, you can't expect to go out there and dominate. And that's kind of what we're seeing. Going to be an even feature here, I'd assume. But we've got one more to go here. Let's take a look at it. Dylan Hauser all by himself there on the inside of row number 9. Row 8 to the outside, Dustin Price. To the inside, Riley Hutchinson. Sean Grimes Jr. to the top shelf of his teammate there, Tyler Knopf. They're making up row 7. Row 6 to the outside, John Lushin. To the inside, the Diesel Jones. Row 5 to the outside, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano. To the inside, Ryder English. Row 4 to the outside, Brody Barbara. To the inside, Gas Money, Brandon Geisway. Row 3 to the top shelf, Dalton DeWert. To the inside, Mason Hardesty. Row 2 to the outside, Anthony Thompson. To the inside, Jackson Reitzler. Row 1 for your second and final B main here at the dirt track at Charlotte. To the outside, the 15 of Ryan Hodge. And starting on the pole, the 110 of Chase Copeland. It's 12 laps here, man. Not a lot of time. You see, we only had, I believe, maybe 2 cautions there in that last E main. But I wanted to say only 1, but the more I thought about it, maybe 2. But still, that you're going to click them off quick. You got to be ready to go here. Driver in front of you makes a mistake. I mean, that's your chance. You're probably not going to get another one. So let's see what happens. Green flag high. She's ready to fly. A little contact. Robin, we're going around. We're wanting them. We got one as we come to the green flag. No caution flag yet. But boy, we got a parking lot here on the front stretch, and it all started up front here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's pause this here. Let's try to get up to the drone camera here. Let's see what we can see. Now, so that's Ryan Hodge on the outside, I believe. It is. He just gets in it. It comes around a little bit. And yeah, I just, as much as you... man, that's as racing deal as it gets. I mean, Ryan definitely maybe, 60% to blame there, but he's just trying to get in line. They just hook up and, man, they go around. That is not some of these guys wanted to see. You see Anthony Morano, I mean, parked inside of the 23 there. Going to be heavy damage on the 32. Now, have to see going to be anxious to see does Copeland get his spot back. He does. And I think, who am I? I'm just some, a-hole sitting in his computer chair in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, but I think that's the right thing. I personally would have gave him that spot back. Not that you want to give a guy a penalty, but I think if you're gonna, you give Ryan that EOL, you let the guys maybe fix up this stuff, get their spots back. No, we'll have to see. Okay, Ryan right back to the outside. They're going to give it to him. Okay. That works too. full restart here. I imagine the overlay, the lap should change. 11 to go. Right now, maybe 10 as we come back. We got one around again, and man, we don't want to get a lap in here as Diesel Jones goes around in the 21. Let's rewind here. You know, boy's starting to feel it. I mean, if you're not in, you'll want to be in, and we'll see. So, double file restart, obviously. Can't pass down low before the start of before they cross the green flag. So I'm not too sure, you know, maybe the 118, maybe gas money did get into him, but you weren't going to accomplish anything with that pass but a black flag there. So that's kind of a tough one. Not the way you want to see it go down here. But, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Seeing the sand just continue to fall out of the hourglass here. Running out of time to get a pass in. His lights are still on the pace truck. They're just doubling up a little early here. Not going to go just yet. Should be clicking off here this time. And that track, man, you see, it's glass. It's gone. That's what these guys want. Tough to pass right now, man. You know, but the good guys can find a way to just quarter throttle that thing on entry, center through, and then straighten it up off and get a little bit quicker to, you know, heavier throttle than some of the other guys. I don't think we're going full throttle anymore the rest of the way this racetrack looks. But what do I know is we're back and ready to play. 8 laps to go here in the third track at Charlotte. We're 3 wide, almost there for the lead. Is Reitzler trying to get that 2 machine? We see a 2 on the side of it, listed as 00. But here comes that 47, man. He played nice in the heat races. I don't know what 47 we're going to get here. He's got to go. He knows he needs to get into that top 3. Don't work in that bottom, man. You channeling his inner putt-putt. Just working it, trying to milk that throttle low and slow, and right in front of him, there's his teammate, the 32, the Magic Ant-Man. He does a great job of shrinking that thing down and finding the bottom, and leader's making a little bit of contact. Mason Hardesty, now he gets shoved in the middle. They're bouncing around. They're wadding up. We're holding on. Green flag still waving, but Mason Hardesty going to bring it out. Comes to a stop in 1 and 2, and we saw that kind of kick off here. So Mason in the middle there, 4 wide. 96 just kind of comes up, or is that the 55? Maybe 66, actually? Is that a 96? Oh, yeah, it's 66. Okay, so that is actually Mason. So that wasn't... Let's see here. Let's rewind this one more time. So Mason... Was it Lushan? No, this is something totally different here. Did he just come to a stop? Oh, he gets caught. Okay, he's the car that gets caught up in it. He goes around as well. Already committed to the outside. But you see third caution. Excuse me, of heat race number 2. And now Chase Copeland looking to bring home a consolation win. I mean, not going to pay the bills here, but it gives you a shot at that $200 grand prize. So, you know, who need to pick off some spots. As Copeland gets ready to get on the loud pedal, he yawls that thing sideways. We're back underway. Battle on right away from Reitzler and Thompson, man, as they're rubbing. Coming across the line, beating and banging behind the Diesel. Man, he sent that 21 in there 8 wheels turn better than 4. They're driving in there one more time. Slides up across the 47. Dalton thought about sticking his nose in there, but his teammate slides up underneath. And now the Ant-Man thought about returning the favor, but he's not going to do it. The Diesel up inside the top 5. Can he get that bubble gum machine inside the top 3? He's got 4 to play as Copeland crosses the line. Chase Copeland, sorry, I almost called you Brandon there. Chase Copeland ripping the outside here as we come to 3 to go. They're working it behind. Ryder in that 96 gets in the outside wall. Dalton goes around. That's going to be the end of his night. He goes in the grass. He locks her up. He tows it. We continue. But the Diesel and the Ant-Man duking it out here. They're racing hard for 4th. Anthony going to come up the racetrack. Man in front of them blinking a little bit, but they got to work, man. They got to go. We are running out of time here at the dirt track in Charlotte. White flag displayed. 1 lap to play. Your battle for the lead is not much of one. Jackson being smart here, but he's going to take a little peek through 1 and 2. Thought about a slide job. Can't do it. Chase Copeland going to hold on. Jackson Reitzler. Anthony Thompson. Your final transfers. The Ant-Man on the outside looking in. Tough break there for the 32. But, boy, we got a good one here going. I'm telling you, you stick around. I'm going to mute myself. I need to get a drink, man. These guys got me using the pipes tonight. We'll have a little bit of a warm-up session, and then we'll get ready to go. 24 cars set the headline for tonight's feature here in the Coastal Crown 75, presented to you by Coast to Coast Sim Sport. Yeah, okay, I was pretty sure. 5-minute warm-ups, that is what it's going to be. And you know what? Like I said, going to mute myself. Stick around. We got some good feature racing coming up. 75 laps. Go pop that popcorn, or actually get that Galen's popcorn out of your cabinet. Galen's popcorn, GalensGourmetPopcorn.com. Code CART for 15% off. You're welcome, Blake. Well, they kept me guessing here. I would have talked a little bit. My apologies. As you see, I was kind of moving them around. I was here. I thought we were going to run the full 5. We're not. We're going to get ready. Go feature racing right now. Track must be good, ready, set to go. We've got 24 drivers set to take the field here for 75 laps of, man, some of the best UMP action you're ever going to see. Row 12 to the outside, the 20 of Anthony Thompson to the inside, the double deuce of Hayden George. Row 11 to the outside, the 000 of Jackson Reitzler to the inside, the 82 of Desmond Busby. Row 10 to the top shelf, the 110 of Chase Copeland to the inside, the 727 of Hadley Boyce. Whoops, sorry, I got to change that camera. That is going to bug me. Row 9 to the outside, the 35 of Ethan Stuckwish to the inside, the 007 of the Sam Akonda, Sam Bachman. Row 8 to the outside, the 39 of Colton Herbert to the inside, the 5 of Scrappy-Doo, Braden Carter. Row 7 to the high side, the 747 of Tyson Banks to the inside, the 48 of K-Dub, Kevin Walker. Row 6 to the high side, the 17 of Mason Cassidy to the inside, the 7 of Ian Lindell, excuse me. Row 5 to the high side, the 34 of Matthew Selby to the inside, the 11 of Ethan Johnson. Row 4 to the outside, the 31 of Brady Thompson to the inside, the 27 of J.C. Floyd. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 19 of Mike Augustine to the inside, the 40 of Robbie Buchanan Jr. Row 2 to the outside, the 45 of Sean Smith to the inside, the 10 of Connor New. Row 1 for your 75-lap main event here, brought to you by the Coast to Coast Sim Sport. Your Coastal Crown 75 front row to the high side, the 25 of Logan Rumsey, and starting on the pole, the 23 of Chase Barbara. As the green flag high, boy, is she set to fly. We've got 75 laps to play in the clay at the dirt track at Charlotte. We're underway. Let's keep it clean and green. Side by side early here as we battle for P2. Connor New to the basement here. Logan Rumsey ripping down that center line. You don't want to give that guy on the low side too much room for exit speed. And there you see why, because, man, Connor, he had some grip there through the center of the bottom of 3 and 4, but just can't keep up that speed, man. Got to rotate it down to the bottom. And that's where you're really going to see guys kind of fight. Man, he's got an uphill battle. Going to have to make that 10 wide if he wants to find a way around that 25 of Logan Rumsey. Tyson Banks already up 3 spots here in that 747. He's got that aqua machine moving on the top shelf, 4 wide. Tyson Banks, man, he is slicing and dicing here. Oh, is he going to have enough room? He may get one more as he's to the top shelf there. Is that J.C. Floyd? It is Floyd ripping the bottom. Probably one of those guys, you know, I mean, J.C., he's smart. You know, I haven't raced with him recently. He probably doesn't even know who I am. But back in the day, you know, I used to be one of those street stock guys. I've been there. I was a ringer. I was pretty good. That's where the I rating came from. But J.C., man, he was one of the best. He knew how to make it last, and he's gotten even better here since they've added the tire wear to dirt. And I think you're just going to see J.C. kind of roll here. Not going to force it. Doesn't need to as we're battling side by side. You see the 45 of Sean Smith. He gets moved up out of the way there by the 19 of Augustine. Mike Augustine up into the top 4 now. Maybe one of those guys, you know, not afraid to go a little bit early. You can see he's got some pace in that thing. Go off the nose here. A little bit lower than your front 3, just trying to search for something. Just trying to find a little grip. And he's got it on entry, but coming off, you can see loses those guys a little bit. That's where you're just gonna feel the frustration set in. Is another guy moving up from the field here. Really, 2 of them. Sam Bachman right behind him. Ethan Stuckwish. As these guys rolling both up 5 spots. Now Ethan gonna give one up here as he's in the middle 3 wide. That's the 11 of Ethan Johnson working his way back around. Ethan, one of those guys, really, really good in the heat race, if you remember, but late contact sent him in the wall. And then he just had to fight to make the show. Ethan easily did that once the dust settled, but man, he had to work for it. As Augustine to the inside, looking for a slide job, no room. Connor forced up the racetrack, and that's one man, Connor, living to race another day. But I'll tell you what, as a race car driver, you don't forget that. You say, man, you're going to send me up the hill. Lap 10 here of a 75-lap race. Well, I'll put that one on the list. I mean, y'all saw Billy Madison. I don't think you want to be on the list. And Connor New just going to lick the paws here, give it a chance. He can come back at him in a bit. Let's follow back here. See some more side-by-side racing. Well, we actually got one on the wall here. Jackson Reitzler, he's fishing for a caution. Is he going to get one? He's got the rod dangling. He caught one. First caution of the night here with a triple O. Contact starts early. Man, he goes around hard. You could see, I guess, the left front broken. You know, just didn't feel like it could keep going. So, doing what you're taught to do, you're broke. Come to a stop. Caution. Jackson going to go in there, try to get a quick repair. Get that thing back out on the racetrack. Out front, Chase Barbara. Still your man, Logan Rumsey, running P2. Hasn't mixed up there until we get to the third position. That's going to be Mike Augustine as everything cycles on through. Your hard charger at the moment, tied between Tyson Banks and the 007 of Sam Bachman. Both up 5 spots for the time being. Sam, if you remember, was at the top of the charts there for warm-ups, you know. Warm-ups, it don't pay, but it sure maybe says a little bit about where guys are with the racetrack right now. And he felt comfortable. As it's burned off, he's going to have some speed here. As we roll on throughout the night, Sam, a guy who I've called some races with Sam in, and he's definitely one of them where if we would go back and watch him, he's going to be running that middle bottom. He is not going to be up high yet. He's going to save some tire, hang out. That man, like an anaconda, then he'll just strike you at the end. He's got that fresh rubber. He'll wrap you up. He'll squeeze you. Chase Barbara rolling down the backstretch here for the final time as we get set to go back and play here at the dirt track at Charlotte. He drops the hammer. We're back underway, lap 14, as we cross the charity stripe. Chase feeling some heat there, but I'll tell you, Connor really feeling the heat. He's in the middle 3 wide. May have put himself there. Had a big run trying to get something with it, but just can't get anything to go. Gonna lose a little bit there. Has to back out of the throttle. You tighten up when you got to come out of the throttle on these things. He pushed up the racetrack, finds himself on the outside 3 wide now, trying to hold off Brady Thompson there in that black machine. He's got Sean Smith to his inside. Now he's got Matt Selby, I believe, coming up behind him in the 46. Matt Selby started 10th up to 6th. A pretty good start there for the Joker. As he's rolling the middle through 3 and 4. Let's go watch him come off of 2 here. Let's see what lines they're running. Barber is close to that wall as he can get. And you see, man, it is a dust cloud back here. Let's show you. Let's ride on board here. Oh, of course, Hadley going to go down low. Let's, find somebody up high. This is, I mean, you do not have much visibility here. You're driving right now off track experience. You know, it's not as bad, but it's like them F1 boys in the ring. You get all that spray in front of you, low visibility. You're just hoping that nobody wads up in front of you because, I mean, you can see that. If I believe that's Sean Grimes, maybe Tyler Knopf. No, it's neither one of them. That red machine out there, a couple rows up. I mean, if he gets sideways right now, gets in the wall, nothing these guys can do about it. Absolutely nothing. As the battle's starting to heat up for the lead. Logan Rumsey thinking about taking a shot here at Chase Barbara as he inches to the inside, rolling through 3 and 4. He's evened out going down the front stretch. Now he's taking one more peek through 1 and 2. Oh, our leader got the wall. Chase Barbara. Right rear into the wall. He's going to lose 1, maybe 2 as Mike Augustine sniffing the bottom here. But we've got a new leader, Logan Rumsey. There's Chase Barbara trying to hold off Augustine. Does the 19 have room for a slider? The answer is no. Barbara Barbara. Gonna pin him down there, not gonna give him the room. Gonna hold on to P2. Well, Logan Rumsey, your new man out front here. We're not even a third of the way through. Side by side here in the battle for 10th. As you see, Ian Lindell, we've got him listed as the 7. He's that double nickel. That 55 on the top shelf. He's got the double ones under him. A little bit of a slide job. One says, I'm clear. Double nickel says no. Now we're 3 wide. He's shoved in the middle. He's going to use him up. He said, use me up. I'm going to get you back here, sucker. If they roll everything all good. But for how long? Because I'll tell you, here comes the 007, the Sam Akanda. Rolling that bottom just like I told you he would. Caution flag waves for the second time. You see Colton Herbert around, and that was, I believe he was running up in the top 10. So, you know, maybe not. 727 going to come up the racetrack. Left him plenty of room here. What's going to happen? Oh, bad net code. You could see that there in the... Oh, man, what in the net code was that? Okay, no, never mind. A little bit of contact, but then, yeah, you see it just drag him around. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's, you know, I mean, come on, iRacing. We got to let him play it out a little more than that. Is Jeff, who we talking about? Smoking the left rear, and I appreciate that, Kevin. I appreciate that, really do here. I enjoy this, man. As you know, like, well, obviously I get paid, but man, it's not life-changing money. That's for sure. Not like, you know, I imagine announcing at the track ain't life-changing money either, but that is the goal one day. Would love to get there. Would love to get there. Logan rolling the bottom here. Imagine leader gets lane choice. But with the leader, you know, kind of getting to control the start as he should, you probably want to pick that bottom. I mean, you're going to hit that little sliver attack coming through 3 and 4. You'll find some grip that you didn't really know was there. Especially when you want it. And here he goes. He's going to go down there hunting for it. Gets his left side tires in the grass. We're back underway. Third of the way through is Logan Rumsey leads the way. Chase Barbara right away to that top shelf all over the back of the deuce here. Here comes Connor New. He's kept that 10 clean for the most part. A little bit of damage on the front. Then as soon as I say that, gets bumped once, gets bumped twice. Now Sean Smith, he's feeling it here. He's on the bottom. There's Brody Thompson there in the 31. He's got a hell of a view. Leader in the wall, Logan Rumsey. That affects Chase Barbara, and it allows Connor New to P2 and Mike Augustine to the lead. New leader here, lap 28. We got one brewing in the back. Oh, man, no caution flag. But, boy, they are bumping. They are rubbing. We are 4 wide. Scrappy Doo in the middle of it. There in that 5. Braden Carter. What can he do? Can he keep it clean? Can he drive this thing through? Oh, Brady inching his way on through, and he's able to do it. But Connor New, man, can he go strike here? Remember, there's a little bit of contact early on, and I'm telling you, if I remember it, you're damn right that 19 Augustine remembers, or I mean that 10 New remembers it. And Augustine, he may want him to forget it, but I'm telling you, we may see a little rubbing here. As we come down to close this thing out, still plenty of time, 45 laps to play. Got another one up there high in the wall. Couldn't tell who that was, the all-black machine here. A couple back, it's that one, I believe. No, so not Hayden George. Let's see, was it Brady? No, Ethan right there. So it may have been, yes, it was Brady. See, guys, you're killing me. The all-black car. I mean, come on, put something on there. That's right, Brady on the top. Big highlighter on there for me. He's ripping that outside, getting that right rear in the wall, trying to keep it clean here. He doesn't give Stuckwich much room here. They make contact. Stuckwich going to get some help from behind. Sam Bachman going to burp out of that throttle here, let him save it. But now we're seeing that 007 work to the top shelf. Might be out of time, or I mean, might think it's go time. As J.C. Floyd is falling all the way back to 20th. You saw him getting the wall there. Not what J.C. wants here. I'm telling you, that guy's a dog. Plenty of time to go hunting. He's going to have to be perfect here as we're closing out. We're coming to 41 to go. This time by Augustine. Ripping that center line is Chase Barbara. Feeling a little bit of heat here from Logan Rumsey. We've seen both those guys trade the lead back and forth here, but after both of them get in the wall there, they give it up. Caution flag flies one more time. Have to see here. Possibly Hayden? Let's see, Hayden George here. Not going to know for sure, though. There's a couple of them. Yeah, it had already started. So the 11 had already gone around of Ethan Johnson. So let's see if we can find that. Of course, SDK doesn't want to help us find that. Oh, so he's sandwiched in between the 31 and the 46. You could see. Let's go a little further. That doesn't give us enough information. So the 31, a little bit of a slide job. Going to park it on the nose here, I think. Oh, no, just going to come across the nose. The 11, no choice there. And he gets a shot from behind. Not the kind of shot you want. Ethan Johnson, man, is nice. Turns upside down once again here. Look at that, driving backwards. Pretty damn good, Ethan. It's not the quickest way around, but it's a way around. As we roll around here, light should go off this time by. Well, you know, I hate to be one of those guys, too. I really do. But, you know, maybe, hey, if you like what you're watching, you know, maybe click that thumbs up. Maybe click that share button, you know. Let your friends know what you're doing. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss a show. Do a lot of dirt racing, some asphalt on here. I'm normally got something going on most days of the week. As the green flag's high, set to fly. 40 laps to play as we're back underway. Good jump there from Mike Augustine. Connor New try to go to work here. Logan Rumsey, he's trying to wind it up on the high side. Can he get there? Just couldn't get there quick enough. Man, he had a big run. Kind of had to back out of it. 31 going to get into him, rough him up, a little bit of contact. Brady hangs on. He's right back there in the middle, or that's Brady up top, excuse me. Bobby Buchanan in the 45. See, and now Sean Smith in the 45. Bobby Buchanan in the 40 that says 31. Oh, boys, you got me all over the place here tonight. Logan Rumsey is close to that outside wall as you can get. Let's see what it looks like here going into 3. More conservative for everyone. Nobody really going up to that outside, and you can't blame them. Not a lot up there. See some diversity here through 1. Definitely more coming off the 2. And that's where it's almost out of necessity coming off the 2. You know, you got to get to that bottom. You want to make it work. But we had a slide job for the lead. Augustine cuts back to the inside. Connor almost had it at the line. But now he's got to mount up the horses here. Get him rolling. He's got him saddled. What kind of run can he get? Augustine going to slide up with a slider. Oh, Connor trying to cut underneath Dozy-Do. Not going to do it here, and Augustine holds on. And this has allowed those front guys to reel him back in, but it's all for naught. As the caution flag waves, Jackson Reitzel. We've seen him working this thing tonight, man. Let's see. He's that 2 car on the outside. Nowhere he could go. Tyson Banks, and you see that double nickel involved. He just tries to check up. Then he gets hit by the 22. I mean, there's nothing Reitzel could do about that as he goes up in the outside wall. 4th caution of the night. So light's still on, not going back green just yet. They're just getting a little antsy here. Getting a little antsy. They want to roll. I can see some of you hitting that button for me. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a lot to the small town guy from PA. We should get that one to go this time by. And man, it was starting to heat up. Augustine, did he go a little too early? I mean, he kind of, had it given to him, but he was driving through the field. Did he save enough tire? Because that's going to be the deal. I mean, just because they look fast now, I'm telling you, I may not be able to do, but I can teach a little bit. I know for a fact that, man, some of these guys that are maybe up here right now. Oh, Rumsey with a slide jump from Hale. He comes across the nose of the 19 of Mike Augustine, and Connor New. He's getting a little piece here. He comes back underneath with Augustine. Oh, what a rough restart there. Not what he wants. He's in the outside wall. Going to lose a couple more. Oh, we're wrecking. We're wrecking. We got a big one coming out of 2, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 cars involved. And, man, we got a lot heading down pit road. Let's see here. As you can see, the 82 machine already around. So they're kind of checking up in front of them here. You can see now he's going to get a shot here from the 46 as we slow it down. He's just going to lift out because he sees that 19 Augustine in the outside wall. 46 doesn't get the memo. Sammy B tries to cut it down the racetrack. But that thing, man, the gap just closes, and they're all funneled in there. Scrappy Doo involved. We got the money flying. I mean, this was a wild one here at Charlotte. Logan Rumsey is your new leader, the 19 of Augustine, making the lonely trip down pit road. And I'm telling you, if he was smart enough, if he saved some tire, it's not going to be easy. He may be able to wiggle this thing up through, get a couple more spots back. Going to have to put the head down, man, really go to work. See here. 19 still maybe thinking he might get a spot back. I'm not too sure here what's going on. Oh, my apologies. Missed the mute button. That is the first time I've done that tonight, I think. My apologies. Yeah, I didn't think they could give him his spot back. He's gonna roll back to the back. That's a tough one, but definitely a part of racing. And we had already completed a lap after that. We'd come across the line. As Connor New was that man when we crossed the line by barely half a foot, I think, and he drops the hammer back underway. Lap 44 in the books here. And it's just starting to heat up for the lead, man. Temper's going to flare. Guy's going to quit lifting. Chase Barber trying to rip that outside here. He's got the 23 machine moving. We got that 45 and Sean Smith working the bottom. Oh, man, elbows just getting out. People not calming down. We got another one around. And man, oh, man, the 82 suckered into another one here. Definitely not what he wanted. It's that old black machine who kind of got forced in the middle 3 wide. That one all night that you think I would remember by now. Figuring out who that thing is. Let's pause this. Is it Brady Thompson? It is. Okay. I thought so. Let's check out what happened to BT. So you can see he's kind of sandwiched in the middle here. At that point, he had already gotten bumped once. He gets bumped again. 45 Sean Smith kind of straightens out, but comes back across, not able to straighten him out. And he just goes around in front of a full field once again. Scrappy Doo involved. In that 5, you see the 007 barely skate by Sam Bachman. A lot of guys using that high lane. Barely evade it, but they get on by. And once again, Connor New set to bring us to a new green flag here. This will be the 7th restart of the night. I don't think we've got the... Oh, no, okay. I was wrong. We do have the 1 to green. We're going to go back ready to play this time by. So get set. Hold on, man. Buckle up. Connor New. Going to drop the hammer. We're underway. 31 laps to play. This is about a normal feature. So, you know, if you're stuck there in about 10th through 15th, you know you got time. But, man, you've got to go. You've no time to waste. Connor New knows that. Going to try to open up a gap a little bit over the 2 of Logan Rumsey, who has showed some speed here tonight. Just hasn't had the consistency that you really want. But now he's ripping that high side, feeling comfortable. And he's going to try to make a move. Meanwhile, Sean Smith is making a move here for that final podium spot. The 45 taking a peek underneath. Just can't get it. Just can't find any drive off. Has to fall back in line. Let's take a look here. Hard charger. Anthony Thompson actually 2 spots up. Started this thing dead last, man. 24th. Drove his way in through that B main. Anthony Thompson showing you what he can do. He's got that thing up to 7. Can he get a couple more? We'll have to see. Plenty of time here for the man in the 20. We're seeing a 131, but, you know, Big Tim, it's all right. That's all right. We got the 11 of Ethan Johnson now, though, trying to work back to his inside. We've seen him get beat around here a little bit tonight. Fall back to the back, so he's climbing that ladder. One more time is a little battle for the lead here. Rumsey with a slide job. Connor cuts back underneath. Rumsey's going to have the momentum here coming off of 2. We may have a new leader. We do with 25 laps to go. We roll through 3 and 4. Logan Rumsey just needs to get to that finish line. He does. 25 to play. New leader. And Connor New going to have to try to wind that thing up. Go back at him. Tries to diamond through 1 and 2. Can't get the run here. And the men behind continue to battle. Here comes Mason Cassidy in that 17 machine, trying to work the inside of the 40 of Robbie Buchanan Jr. We're seeing a 31, but hey, I got him listed as a 40. We'll go with 31. I can remember that, Robbie. Holding on to that final top 5 spot. That ain't the one that pays all the money, man. The one that pays all the money is this one, and it's heating up for it. Connor right back. As I bumped my damn mic cord, my apologies. But we are here, and Connor New is to slide job for the lead. Oh, do we have a new leader at the line? We do. Blackjack on the clock, 21 to play. Connor New gets in the outside wall. Logan Rumsey back to the inside. And they are trading paint here with the wall this evening. Leaders behave, but man, that wall through 1 and 2 has not been their friend. So we're 3 wide here behind. Robbie Buchanan moves on up into 4th as he's able to get around that 45 of Sean Smith. Can the 17 of Mason Cassidy find a way around that 45? And meanwhile, Chase Barbara, he's reeling in the rod here. He's got the front 2 on the hook. It's going to be a 3-car race here as we close this thing out. 18 and a half trips around the sun as we drive into 3. Oh, the 17 Mason Cassidy, you see him taking a peek here. Can he finish it? Looking underneath the 45, can't do it. And that's been the same song and dance here for for Cassidy the last 4 or 5 laps, but we get another caution flag. 7th caution of the night here for the Coastal Crown 75. Let's see here. The wrong one. We're going to see Anthony Thompson, I believe. He's in that 55. No, he's not. He's in the 121. He's blinking a little bit, so they may not have, maybe not known he was there. The double nickel may have lifted out of that had he not blinked. But kind of comes up across the nose there, the double nickel, and nothing he could do there. Loops it around. We're under caution one more time. As Logan Rumsey and Connor New putting on a hell of a show here at the dirt track at Charlotte. I'm telling you, this is, it's only going to get better. You know, that's not me running my mouth. There are some times where I get bored as hell up here. This ain't one of them. You got these guys out here on the same track with some money on the line. I'm telling you, we may not have seen the last caution yet either. May not be what you want to hear, but it's we are going to get one hell of a finish, as I promised to. You hear that? I need some caffeine, man. Nice old can of Pepsi here. Fuel. Pace truck off. We're going to get back and ready to play here. 17-lap shootout at the dirt track at Charlotte. Green flag high. It's ready to fly. Good restart there for Connor. He's able to stick to the outside of Rumsey. What can Logan do through 1 and 2? Can he get to the outside? He does, but Connor going to dive in underneath. We got a new leader going down the backstretch. Perfect move there by Connor New. Can he slide up? Protect. He can. Logan going to try to do-si-do. Cutter rug underneath. Caution flag waves. We're back under caution here. The 31 and the 007. Let's see here. That's Robbie Buchanan and Sam Bachman. So Robbie, he was way ahead of Sam. So let's see. I've got a feeling this spun off earlier. I'm not sure if something broke there or what. It locked up going down the backstretch, turned left, and that looked like a mechanical failure there for the 31. And oh, not the way you want to end the night here. But Sam Bachman looks like he got through that okay. Surprising enough, looked like he hit pretty hard, but man, front end looks pretty straight on that thing, and gonna be able to stay out there and continue. Can't believe my little brother is still out there watching. You must be really bored, or your fiance must be really mad at you. Must be the only two options. The lights are off. We're gonna get back and ready to play, man. 16-lap shootout. If you've got one, burn it for me here, because I'm ready, man. I'm ready to burn one down with you. As we roll around 16-lap shootout here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Connor New already trying to set himself up for a move here. He looks to the inside. We're back underway. 16 to play. Single file restart. Not sure if it'll be single file from here on out. That was only because we didn't get a lap in, but man, they are mixing it up. Back here, Scrappy Doo got in the wall. Once again, going to lose a couple spots, going to fall back. But Connor, man, he is trying to figure out how he can set up a pass for the lead. What is this 10 going to do? Logan gets a little sideways in the center of 1 and 2. Connor tries to cut underneath, but Logan's got enough. He can hold on. You can see the wear and tear on Logan's left rear, man. He has been feeling the pressure from that 10. That thing's all dented up. We're about to see a slide job. Logan Rumsey cuts back underneath, hangs on to the lead with Connor. He's got him thinking, man. He's there. He's flexing one more time through 3. Slides across the nose of the deuce. The deuce cuts underneath. Logan Rumsey hangs on the P1. He's at the top of the mountain, but he's not going to stay there. He keeps getting in the outside wall. Connor New with another slide job for the lead. Logan trying to counter back. Sets himself up. Diamond's off the 4. He's got it at the line, but man, oh man. By a nose there for Logan Rumsey, and he is going to be feeling it. He's sweating. Connor New with the advantage as he enters 3. Slide job through 4. Coming across the nose. Logan cutting back down one more time. Give it to Connor at the line. New leader with 11 to play. Connor New in the outside wall. Logan goes up there, gives a little kiss. Man, they are flirting with death up there on the outside of 1 and 2. They just don't want it, man. These guys giving it back and forth, 10 to go. Ethan Johnson, he's got that 11 machine. Back up inside the top 5. Where did this 11 come from? Ethan Johnson on the move. What a move. He's got that thing burning here. 9 to play. Can Ethan get that thing on the podium as Logan goes down one more time? Connor cuts underneath. Connor hangs on. He's your leader. Logan Rumsey on the outside through 4. Tries to get momentum. He's got it. Goes down there. Slide job through 1 and 2. Connor New doing what he can do. Cuts underneath. He's your leader going into 3. And here comes Ethan Johnson. Wanting a piece of that final podium spot. Sniffing under Chase Barbara. Oh, man. Slide job for the lead one more time. Look at Logan Rumsey. Connor New back to the bottom. What can he do? Slide job. Logan cutting underneath here. We're coming to 6 laps to go. Logan Rumsey, he's got help this time. Connor can't cut underneath. He tries to stay in the gas. He gets in the back of Logan. That was the best thing that could have happened for Logan. Worst thing that could have happened for Chase. Chase gonna lose that spot now to Ethan Johnson. Welcome to double 1. The popsicle sticks to the bottom step of the podium. And here he comes, man. That 11 is hungry. Logan back down to the bottom, trying to take what's his, but Connor New, he is back to the lead. 4 laps to go. Here comes Ethan Johnson. 2 for 1 discount through 1 and 2. 3 wide as we go down the backstretch. Logan Rumsey working the bottom through 3 and 4. He tightens up, so does the 10 of Connor New. Ethan Johnson, he's gonna let there. Here comes Mason Cassidy. The 17 out of nowhere. Ethan Johnson on the hot side. Moving on up to P2. Connor New. Oh my God, what can he do? It's a zoo behind him as we roll up a 4. 2 laps to go. Ethan Johnson to the lead. First time he's been there. Can he hold on? Connor back to the bottom. He holds him off as they enter 3 side by side. White flag in the air this time. 1 lap to go. Ethan Johnson to the lead. Final time around the dirt track in Charlotte. Ethan Johnson. He's good through 1 and 2. Does he go down and protect the bottom through 3 and 4? He does. Final time. Just got to be smooth here. He can see the checkered flag. He can taste it. Ethan Johnson steals the Coastal 75. Oh, man. Oh, the Coastal Crown 75, excuse me. Boy, that had me jacked up. Ethan Johnson coming out of nowhere. Stealing it from Connor New. Mason Cassidy rounding out your podium. But look at him. Look at him celebrating through 3 and 4. Oh, my gosh. What a finish, Ethan Johnson. $200 richer here. Gonna leave Charlotte, the money man. Oh, man, what a show. Go back here. Let's look at that white flag lap. So you see the slide job there. You know what? Let's go back one more. Actually, you know, those guys, it'll take them a little bit here to get up here. Let's show the sequence. I mean, let's show those final couple laps. So Ethan, man, truly, you got to think right there. You know, that's tough for him. Connor gets in the outside wall. He's got to get off the loud pedal, and the loud those guys want to push on the inside, but man, he doesn't. He doesn't miss his mark. Gets that huge run, throws a slide job, and this is where he's got to dance. And he's got Connor thinking about it. He's clearly the man. I mean, he throws it in there. Connor wanted to block, but he couldn't. Saw he was under there. Perfect slide job. Comes across the nose. Maybe cracks that loud pedal a little bit. Breaks the rhythm, and all of a sudden, man, they're just battling hard behind for P2 in that 11. Ethan Johnson, what a move. Brings home our feature event here, the Coastal Crown 75. I mean, they don't get better than that. What a finish! And man, if you're looking for a better finish than that, you may have to find somewhere else, to go get it. Because that was man, that was amazing. Those guys put on a great show, and man, I was lucky to call that great show. Let's see if we can get a word here with some of our drivers finishing in that top 3. And let's see here. I'm going to pull them into the waiting room. They were all up here. I have them muted. As we found the man, Mason Cassidy. Brother, I'll tell you what, man. If this is 80 laps, we might be talking to you a little bit later, man. You came through the field out of nowhere. I mean, how you feeling bringing home a podium? This was a big field, dude.
Yeah, man. I feel pretty solid after that. Just had to take my time. Things got really dicey there, and I capitalized. So it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, many times, we saw you involved in some things not necessarily your fault, but you were patient. Was there something to maybe that first half of the race where you just, saving a little bit of tire? Because I mean, you had a little bit more left here come those last final 10 laps. I mean, you were ready to go.
Oh yeah, for the first half of that race, I was probably just quarter throttle around the whole track, just saving, and I knew it was gonna come down to the end, and I knew it'd have a shot, but man, I think I would have had some. I think I had something for the win there, but it's just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, man, just one of those things. Sadly, not enough laps, but at the end of the day, Mason, it's one of the better fields I've ever called, man. And to walk out of here with a podium, dude, you got to feel good about yourself. So congratulations, man. Great job on the P3. Who you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank everybody over at the Coast to Coast Sim Sports. Ever since I came over here, it's we've been a rocket ship. Jesse, Danny, uh, Colton, Hayden, everybody, dude. Justin, it's a team effort, and to be honest, they've been kind of working on some stuff, and and Blake Majolis for everything he does for us and the setups and stuff. But they've been working on stuff the last few days, and I haven't been around, uh, and here we are. So it paid off.
Yeah, no kidding, man. You definitely owe those guys a big thank you because this thing was a hot rod tonight. Hell of a run, Mason. And, man, can't wait to talk to you again here in the future. Good job.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Mason Cassidy bringing home P3. Now we're going to bring the man who, boy, Connor, I'll tell you, it's not a fun way to lose that one. That was so close. You were one of the stars of the show all night, you and Logan battling back and forth. But, man, what's it feel like? You just come out, you're a couple laps short. I mean, this thing's 70 laps. It's all yours. How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of got caught up racing with Rumsey there for too long, I guess. Passed him 3 times, driver made 2 mistakes, and then the caution come out. So on the third time, so nothing we can really do there. Just kind of wish I would have ran those 2 laps, would have ran the top a little better, and we would have probably walked away, and Ethan wouldn't have had time to get to us. But that's sometimes how it works out, and we should have won our prelim, but we messed that up a little bit. We was better toward the end, but we didn't fire off as good as we needed to keep them behind us, and just couldn't pass at the end. We were really close all night, just not quite good enough.
Yeah, and you know, Connor, I'll tell you, there's a reason you're out there and I'm up here, man. So do not take offense to this, but dude, it seemed like you and Logan. I mean, it looked treacherous as hell in 1 and 2. It seemed like you'd get the pass done, you'd make a mistake, he'd get it done. 2 laps later, he'd make a mistake. I mean, what was so difficult about the outside of 1 and 2 tonight?
Well, I mean, they didn't reset the track, and in those B's, we stand up here watching the track, and it looked like it was just rubbered up in that middle. So we just tightened up a bunch and had plans on running that middle, and then it just went away. I guess the rubber faded or whatever, and had to get up on the wall and just wall tap and cut down, and we just wasn't loose enough to do all that. So we was just struggling with the race car. It wasn't the greatest on that line, but we still made it work and brought it home second. So nothing to be really mad about.
No, man, especially, we seen you getting bounced around out there, making smart moves, lifting out of the throttle instead of maybe getting run up in the wall when you're there but you see the guy, floating up. I mean, you were definitely racing for lap 75, but it's just a shame, man. Couple laps short, but at the end of the day, a P2, that is a hell of a run amongst these guys. So don't hang your head tonight, man. Keep that smile up, keep that head high. Hell of a run. Who you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you. I just got thinking about Majority Speed Shop. Just Mike, he really helped us tonight on setup. Hate that he got roughed up. He was definitely one of the best cars, and I feel like that would have helped me out not having to race Rumsey and him as much. But yeah, like I said, just everybody at Majority Speed Shop, Sweet Victory Apparel, Victory Seats, Team CFME Sports, Tag 3 Defense, Team 10 Motorsports, and just everybody else that helps us out and helps us go fast.
Well, hey, hell of a run, Connor. And, man, I look forward to hopefully calling one of your races again soon because you were a bad fast dude. This was fun to watch. Great job tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the broadcast.
That's Connor New bringing home P2. But now we bring up the man of the hour, absolutely shot out of a cannon. Ethan, man, I'll tell you, I watched you move up through the field tonight, but because you had such a good run going in that heat race, but you had one mess up, man. You bumped yourself back to about 7th, finishing maybe 6th. But you're able to work this thing up, man, and you didn't just work it up there once. I mean, I saw you. You had to go down there in the pits. You had an eventful night. I mean, how did we bring this thing home?
Yeah, I don't know. Lap 34, right around 30ish, we had to go to the back. So we went to the back, restarted in the back, and I just told myself just run the top and try to pass as many cars as you can, make up as much ground as you can. And there towards later in the race, right around lap 50 or so, the top just came in, and I felt like I could just go up there and I could hammer it against the wall, and I had everything I needed up there. I didn't think I was gonna be good enough to pass the leaders just because they were racing and we were all kind of single file. But luck fell my way and we picked up the win.
Yeah, well, driving your way from the back, you can throw that luck word out. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, you drove the wheels off this damn thing, and you made some smart moves. I mean, we saw you when you got up there to P5. You had 2-3 wide in front of you. You got a big run on that top shelf. How hard is it, man, to let off that loud pedal and just let those guys race in front of you when you got such a big run like that? I mean, it's not fun to do, Ethan, but arguably that move right there, man, keeping your head on a swivel, that wins you this race.
Yeah, part of me wanted to shoot the gap and try to make up the ground, but I knew if I shot the gap, I could probably possibly get hit and get tight, get stuck in the fence, and that could lose me the race. So I lifted, I let them race it out. I try to get an underarm slide them if I needed to, and just be smart with my decisions.
Well, man, you did exactly that, and you drove your ass to the front in clean style and in quick style, man. It was fun to watch, and you're leaving here $200 richer, I think. So congratulations, Ethan. Big win, man. Who you want to thank tonight, brother?
Yeah, first off, I got to thank Chase Barber. He built the setups. I was at school, and he got on, he built them, and he sent them to me. I got to thank Logan Rumsey, J.C. Floyd, Jordan Casey over at Free Speed, Solon's Transportation, Cocky Floyd Consulting, and everybody else who helps me. Thank you guys.
Well, Ethan, man, this was a hell of a show, and I'll tell you what, people are going to remember that name come these long runs. You saved a little something, and you poured it on them at the end. You deserve this one. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Ethan Johnson bringing home the checkered flag here for the Coastal Crown 75. And boy, oh boy, were we treated to an absolute barn burner. I mean, if you had the 11 winning this race with, 10 laps to go when we had that caution, well, tell me what the lottery numbers are going to be tomorrow night, because that was absolutely unbelievable. Great show. I think I got moved down to race control. So be careful, guys. Don't say anything, because I am still live on the broadcast, unless you want it over the broadcast.
We just want to go ahead and just give our thanks for broadcasting it, man. We really enjoyed the stream. It was awesome.
Well, dude, I am lucky you guys invited me to do this, because I'll tell you, I haven't seen many. I flirted with a little bit in the beginning. I don't know if you guys heard me, but dude, an average I rating of like 6,000. I mean, where the hell did you find these guys, man? What were you asking?
Yeah. No, we just did good promoting in all the Facebooks, and just we gotta put our name out there. It's really all that happened, man. Word got around, so we want to thank all the guys that came out and raced. It was a hell of a show for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I say, I appreciate you guys bringing me on for that. But I'm gonna run back up here and finish this off. But thanks, guys.
Yeah, I didn't know you were still going. My fault.
No, you're solid. You're solid. All right. Okay. I couldn't tell who that was. I think it was Danny or Colton. You should have seen. If I could only screen share, I would have embarrassed them in that Discord live. It was somebody just shaking there. Like, do you remember, the old wrestling days when the Dudley Boys would do the "was up" that thing? That's what he was doing. It was pretty neat. Wish I could have shared it with you guys. It was a great experience. But man, that's gonna wrap it up here on Shaggy TV. And I'll tell you, if these guys ever want me back, I would be honored to be back, because they put on a hell of a show. And that man, Ethan Johnson, brings it home. $200 richer. We're going to close out here on Shaggy TV. On behalf of everyone at the Coast to Coast Sim Sport, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Tommy Gun Customs helped do this thing. Oh, man, I wish I could remember the other one. Here, I'm terrible. I even loaded those pictures up, had them ready to go in the beginning. You saw him in the beginning, but I only remember Tommy, so he's the only one getting mentioned. But thanks for sitting in here with me on a Friday night. I'm Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV, saying so long and have a good night.